Everybody, welcome back. Stage Left Audio, and we're going over the second rack that we use at our front of house. Got another video sitting around out there of our first rack, covering some of the basic components. So here's our second rack, and this is just a brief overview of the components that are in it. And up the top there, we got a Furman, just like on our first rack, got the LEDs on. And right below that, we have the Ashley crossover. It's really a pretty decent crossover. We use this as a backup, or if we just need to do something quick, like a quick show, set up something we don't want to use the DBX 260, we'll use the Ashley. And here we're looking at a Tascam. This is a CD player and MP3 player. We use this for, if we go for intermission music, or if the bands want us to play some of their music before a show, we can certainly do that. And right below the Tascam, we have some gates. These are three 1U units. There's 4 channels of gate per unit, and we have a total of 12 channels of gates. The gates are used pretty much on the drums. We use them to keep the mics quiet. The more open mics you have on the stage, the less headroom that you have really in the system. So we try to manage the sound by using gates, especially on the drums. And looking at one of the channels here, there we go. The low and high watermark there is used to set the frequency of when we want the gate to open, what the audio frequency is. So for a kick drum, we'd set a certain way. For snare, we set a certain way. The knob to the right is the trigger. That's when we want the gate to open. The attack is how fast it should come open. We've got the hold, release, and the range. And the range is controlling how quiet we want the gate to be after it's closed. If you've got a lot of noise in the system, in your sound system, it may be coming from the drums. Highly recommend gates, and the gates will also keep the ring out of the drums, assuming you got the gate set correctly. Below that, we got an Alesis. It's off. We're not really using it. We have a DBX 166XL. This is what we use to limit for the monitors. We don't do any compression on the monitors, only limiting. And right below that, we have a couple of DBX units. And this is what we use to provide EQing for the monitors. And also, if an instrument is in need of EQing, for example, if we have a bass guitar that we think it needs a little bit more bottom end or needs a little bit more of a high end on it, we'll use an EQ on that. So anyway, this is our rack number 2 for our front of house. Thanks for stopping by.